Drill.
Defense counsel has filed an emergency motion to attempt to purge the contempt in this matter.
You have.
And I first give the floor to my client.
Pardon?
Giving my client.
Have Mr. Jarrell, please state your name.
Drill.
Okay. And where are we on his case?
Your Honor, we have not had contact prior to today. I think the number we have for you
I don't have a phone. So whoever gave you a number was invalid.
Okay, so I'll need to figure out a way to get in touch with him so we can go over the case together.
So are there two separate?
If I give you my number,
What is?
you have a PO box?
I don't have a phone. I have Blonde Center. Use a PO box, I think.
Okay. Do you have an email address?
No. I'm under the radar. Use electronics.
All right. So you guys are going to be trying to figure out a way to make contact with each other, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason I say that is let me just do this. Let me give you a little bit.
Today we are going to watch a simple court appearance turn into something nobody expects. It starts ordinary. The judge tries to get basic contact information so the attorney can reach his client. But instantly, we learn the defendant has no phone, no email, and claims to stay under the radar. This is where the pressure starts building because every small detail here becomes a trigger for what's coming.
Of time so that I'm going to turn this out to September 4th, 2024, 9 a.m.
What's the holdup?
Oh.
It's trespassing.
Pardon?
I don't understand what the holdup is. It's trespassing.
What do you mean what the holdup is?
This is it's an arraignment, right? Or a preliminary exam.
No. You're not charged with a felony, so it's not a preliminary examination.
Right.
You were arraigned in this on July 24th.
Mm-hmm.
They set this date. Your attorney hasn't been able to talk to you about the cases at all.
Demonstration takes shape in real time. The defendant does not understand why his case can't be handled right away. To him, it's a simple trespassing charge, and he can't see why the process is dragging. The judge calmly explains procedures, but the defendant pushes back, convinced the system is wasting his time. That tension is crucial because impatience is about to collide with authority.
Okay.
So I'm trying to I can set it for 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
But the problem.
I'm tired of the state. I'm ready to leave this state as soon as possible. It's trespassing. I could technically leave and you guys could issue a warrant as long as I don't return. You can just kiss my ass. This is
you know what? No. I'm gonna tell you what. You don't come in here. You don't fuck you. Okay. That's contempt. That's 93. Keep going.
Fuck you.
That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93. That's 6 93s consecutive.
Your Honor, there's no excuse for what I done, man. I lost.
Here the moment explodes. The defendant says he's tired of the state, threatens to leave, and then crosses a line with direct profanity at the court. Instantly, the judge starts assigning contempt time, one count after another. You can feel the energy snap. This isn't just a legal situation anymore. This is raw emotion crashing into courtroom rules, and the consequences hit immediately and hard.
My composure, and I directed my frustrations at you. I apologize for being disrespectful to you and your court, and wasting time, the people. Hopefully you accept my apology and reconsideration of the time you've sentenced me to. Thank you.
Your Honor, we have referred him to our aimed social work division to help him work through in some of the personal issues that he's going through that culminated in his outburst in court. You've been a judge for a very long time, set a very high bar for people as they appear before you. I think we communicate differently. Some people, even though it's socially inappropriate, use profanity, and profanity can be used as an attention getter. And I think it got the court's attention, but he's in need of service.
Oh, he did.
He's in need of services, Your Honor. He's in need of services, and we're trying to sort through a plan to present to the court, if you would accept his humble apology. to help him move the cases forward.
Anything from the people?
Well, Your Honor, we were all present for it. I had a
Down, everything changes tone. The defendant tries to apologize, admitting he lost his composure and directed anger where it didn't belong. His attorney steps in, explaining that deeper personal struggles may be fueling this behavior. It's a moment where chaos shifts to reflection. But the damage is already done, and now the court has to decide what comes next and whether the apology is enough.
chance to review the video. It's actually worse than what the court noted in the record. I'm sure the court's has seen the video, but it was worse than what the court noted. I will leave it to the discretion of the court, but if there's going to be a modification or change of the sentence imposed by the court, I would certainly like there to be a plan in place for Mr. Corral. That would be the minimum, or would be the alter or change its sentence.
Mr. Durrell, what was going on with you?
Well, there's a lot of issues that I'm under currently. One, I'm unemployed. I can't obtain a driver's license. Without those, it's hard to provide for yourself. The charges, once we get into it, you'll see that they're frivolous charges. They should have never been brought to the court's attention. They're minute trespassings that aren't even trespassing. I used an easement for one, and the other one should have been dismissed. Just frustrations, man. There's no excuse for what I've done. You wanted an in-depth look. I shared some things.
We hear from the prosecution, who says the outburst looked even worse on video than it sounded in court. The judge asks directly what caused that behavior. The defendant begins explaining issues beyond that day: unemployment, inability to get a license, constant frustrations with charges he thinks are minor. It's the first honest look at what might have pushed him past his breaking point, revealing a life under strain.
I mean, it falls on me, man.
No, it does.
And he realizes that this case, many other people are watching, and how the court handles it. We're hopeful that others won't use this as an example to act out as well.
Well, but from the very beginning, the one thing that, as Mr. Brown correctly points out, I've been doing this a minute. And, Mr. Durrell, you were in my court, and I watched you because you were sitting in the back. And you were sort of a dichotomy of things for me. Because as you sat back in the back of the courtroom, you sat there very respectful. You had your ball cap on. When you came through, you took your ball cap off. You did everything. You sat in that back row, just patient as all could be. When you came up, you again, initially it was fine. You were maybe upset by the charges, but a lot of people were like that.
Right.
And it was going fine, and I could overhear, just so that you understand what I was trying to do, I overheard, as you were talking to your attorney, that you didn't have a phone.
Right.
You didn't have email. And more than anything in the world, I was worried that you weren't going to be able to have adequate time. I would have just normally set it 2 weeks out, done whatever. And I was trying to give more time, not to delay it,
Yeah.
but to try to make sure that if you had to get in touch with Ms. Perrony by letter, you guys had to do that or do whatever,
Yeah. See, I was thinking
that
about the other.
there be time for that to happen. And that seemed to aggravate you, but I think, when I look at it, you were aggravated because you thought the system was kind of dragging out.
Good.
But I was doing that for your benefit.
My apologies. I'm again misunderstood.
And so then when you wanted me to,
Here, the judge slows everything down and tries to understand. He describes watching the defendant earlier, noticing how respectful he was before things shifted. The judge explains he was actually trying to help by giving more time, not delay. Miscommunication became a spark, and misunderstanding became fuel. A situation that could have been calm starts to look different when the intent behind it is finally revealed.
Then you wanted it done sooner. So then I said, okay, I'll move. I just said, well, move up the date. I didn't know it wasn't going to be helpful for you, but what the heck? And then that's when you went off. And I've had people go off in front of me before. Doesn't bother me. It's going to happen, I guess. But you just got yourself worked up to the point that as you were headed down and out, I'm just thinking, you're not, I don't know why you want to battle. It's a battle you can't win.
Right. Silly me.
Yeah, silly, stupid. There's a lot of words. Maybe start with that because it didn't make any sense.
No, not at all. You're right, man.
Right? And I'm going to tell you something. And I'm not saying this to embarrass you because you're in good hands with the folks at the public defender's office. You need a break, right?
Yes, sir.
You need something to go in your direction.
Yes.
Yeah. And it seems everything, you can correct me if I'm wrong, everything you had been doing, none of it was quite working out. Trying to get rid of stuff. This was one of the things you wanted it done and gotten rid of so you could try to move on to that next thing.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying this again, I'm not saying this to embarrass you, but sometimes things get tough. You get yourself wound up. You get to a point, and then for a brief moment you regret it. You're not sure where to head. Am I right?
Yeah, sometimes.
And I think even that day, for a brief moment, you regretted what had happened.
Absolutely. As soon as I said it, but I was fueled.
And it's because when you got back there, and all of a sudden that door shut behind you and locked up, you realized something.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And as it was described to me, right or wrong, you were sort of laying there on the floor crying.
Wrong. I was sorrowful.
Look.
I may or may not have.
No,
I don't
listen,
recall.
just listen. There's no embarrassment. There's not.
The judge breaks down anger in a human way. He talks about how frustration builds, how decisions get made in a flash, and how regret follows when the door closes behind you. The defendant tries to hold back details, but the judge already knows the emotional crash that hits after an outburst. It's an honest look at how a single moment can multiply consequences far beyond what anyone
I got it reported to me.
Right.
Because I was worried about you. I
Okay.
didn't, nobody was trying to say to embarrass you or do anything. You had gotten yourself to a certain point. Something got out of control. And now you had to figure, you took a circumstance that was kind of bad, made it even worse. Now you have to figure out how to get out of that.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. You had left here that day. You don't have a place to stay, do you?
No, I'm currently homeless.
Yeah.
The Delana Center.
Pardon?
The Delana Center.
But are you there most of the time?
They have a waiting list period.
Yeah.
So as long as you continue to check in, I think they do a triage. To know that you're interested in a room there. They'll continue to screen you, and when one comes available, they'll offer it for housing. Until then, you sleep wherever you can, couches, wherever, tents, bridges, parks, as long as the cops don't push you along.
So the reality is you didn't have a place to go, right?
Oh, no, I don't have a place to go. No.
All right.
Judge, he's even sleeping.
Pardon?
He was sleep deprived. He's sleeping. He's
Yeah,
got a roof
I
over his
probably
head.
was sleep deprived a little bit too. Man, I couldn't stop falling asleep. Did you notice that? Couldn't, man.
I just thought it was my relaxing voice and personality. Mr. Allen, actually today, you look a whole lot better than you did that day.
Thank you. I feel better too.
Before you came in, when was the last time you ate?
I ate probably the day before.
So you hadn't eaten that whole day.
No. I actually went to eat, but I didn't have enough time to jump on the bus and come back, so I skipped it. I think I may have had some donuts for breakfast, though.
Okay.
I think I may have.
What do you think I would do with you?
The story gets heavier as the defendant admits he's homeless, often sleeping wherever he can, and sometimes not eating. The judge sees the exhaustion, the stress, and even notes how much better the defendant looks today compared to that emotional day in court. It's not just a legal case anymore. It's reality. When survival becomes daily work, patience runs thin, and courtroom decisions can feel unbearable.
What you did?
You can do anything you want with me, Your Honor.
Oh, I know I can.
What I would like you to do for me is to let me go, and we'll have continued scheduling of the September 4th date. And you'll see that I've told you the truth about the charges that are pending. They'll probably even get thrown out by then.
Pardon?
Once the prosecutor reviews them, they should probably get thrown out.
Well, probably you're about to try to make another mistake. And that is you're trying to practice law, even though it's about your case and you don't have a law degree. Why don't you leave it to the experts that are around you?
And,
Yeah.
sounds good.
I think he's suggesting that you suspend or hang it over his head. The contempt, if
Okay,
not
was that we sent him in?
purge, Your Honor.
Can't just let you walk away from it. What you did is, so that you understand, this really isn't about you or me. It's about you,
Yeah.
but it isn't about me. You can say all those things you want, but the one thing in the past 25 years, I will tell you, I do not let people just disrespect this institution and walk away.
Right.
All right. It won't happen with me, and I'm sure Mr. Brown has told you that. I just don't.
Okay.
I understand, however, and balance that against sort of where you are and what you're trying to do. So we're currently set for September 4th at 9 a.m. What I'm going to do regarding the contempt, I'm going to work it this way. I will grant to a certain extent the motion, and I'm going to reformulate the 558 days that you talked yourself into. And when you're back there thinking, think about this, how you took a case with a maximum 30-day sentence and parlayed that to 558 days.
Right. Okay.
So what I'm going to do is take the 558 days. I will indicate defendant is to serve 93. I will give him credit for the 6 that he's been in and suspend at this time the balance.
Thank you.
When we come back, so it's down to 93 now. When we come back on the 4th, I'll consider whatever else I might do regarding that sentence.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Whether or not you serve the rest of it is going to be dependent upon your behavior, how you come into court. I don't ask anybody to, talk up to me. They don't have to like me. That's not my job. I'll tell you what, I like this Jarrell better than that other one I saw.
Right.
So let's just keep that up. You'll at least, and I don't like doing it this way, and I don't like saying it, you'll have a place, right? You're gonna be eating regularly and you're gonna be looking a whole lot better, I think.
Okay.
Again, I don't like doing it this way, but
Right.
maybe some benefit can come out of it, and you'll be able to get with their AIM division and see if we can just get certain things in place for you.
Right on.
All right, fair enough?
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I can ask for. Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, don't thank me. That man standing beside you, that's who you need to thank, because he was on me and he was trying to explain and trying to make sure he didn't want to say anything off the record without Mr. Siller there, but
Yeah.
he was in your corner batting for you. And so you ought to be thankful for that. Because quite frankly, whether you sat there 558 days or not, wasn't.
Part, the judge cuts down a potential 558 days of contempt to 93, suspending the rest depending on future behavior. He makes it clear that disrespect toward the court has consequences, but also shows understanding and a path forward. The judge even credits the defense attorney for stepping in. It ends with accountability, perspective, and a second chance. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.